Pop the champagne and pull up a seat, because we're about to get into real talk, real stories, and real power moves. This is Champagne and Chat, where we mix success with a little bit of spice, and trust me, you don't want to miss this one.
Hey there, welcome. Yeah, thanks for joining Champagne and Chats. We have our infamous Destiny on tonight, and I'm going to let her give you all a brief description on who she is, what she does, and where you can find her.
Thank you so much for having me, Jay. My name is Destiny. I am a photographer. I also do makeup every now and then. I do a little bit of everything. Um, I cover all type of photography. I have been doing this for over 15 years. Um, I'm a mom. I'm a business owner.
Where they can find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Destiny Brown Photography. They can find me on Facebook, Destiny Brown. You just type Destiny Brown, you will find me. You will find me.
Okay.
I'm everywhere.
Yes. So let's cheers. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for
cheers
having
to
me.
being successful and being a wonderful woman and showing up.
Man, thank you so much. Just like you.
Yes. So let's get into it. Tonight we're talking about contracts, women in business, hustling moves, get into the bag, get into the money, right? So have you ever had to flirt to close a deal?
No, never.
Really?
I refuse to. I refuse
Never?
to. Never.
Not even a winking of an eye, like showing up a thigh, nothing?
No. Well, I like to post my little sexy pictures on social media every now and then, but it's because I like to take pictures like that. For me, for my personal kind of like, when you post your own stuff, I like to share my life in social media. So when I post things like that, it's for me. Sometimes I feel like a lot of girls get motivated because a lot of women are like shy of their body. So I am huge when it comes to mental health. Like a lot of people think you have to be skinny to look good or you have to be thick. No, in order for you to be like, in order for you to look good, is your mental health. You have to feel pretty. Like you have to value yourself as a woman because believe the fact that skinny girls, they wish that they can have a few more pounds. And then big girls, they want to have less pounds. So it's like nobody's ever happy. But you see those big girls that they know how to dress and they be sexy and all of that. I love that. So I used to model. That's how I started photography. I used to model 2006 to 2009. And then I had a management company. That's why I'm so good training girls because the moment that you're in front of me, I don't treat you like a regular person. I treat you like a model. And I hype you up like a model. And you have done a photo shoot with me before. So it's like I always tell people, hey, you guys, look it up, loosen up, and then just have fun, It's all about having fun. So I am huge when it comes to things like that. But when it comes to me flirting with a man to make it somewhere, never. I don't ever want a man to say she flirted with me and that's what she made it. I'll refuse to be that woman.
Yeah.
So then, and then when people respect you, it's different. When people respect you, they're like, "Oh yeah, I know Destiny." Oh no, like people can say anything about you, but when you carry yourself as a lady, people respect that. So no, I have never flirted to make it nowhere. Everything was hard work.
That's good. So, do you think that being attractive has helped or hurt your business?
Oh yeah. It helped. It helped. They wanted a decent looking photographer around. It's always good to be kind of cute. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, that helped. Yes, definitely.
So, have you ever had to choose between being a good mom and a good boss?
Yes, of course. Yes, and that's why I feel like I would have made it a little bit more far if I would have just focused on my career. But I feel like there has to be balance. And
Absolutely.
when it comes to balance, we're always gonna make money, but we're never
Yeah.
gonna have the opportunity of having a small children. So I have
Yeah.
always chosen to be a mother on top of anything. So yeah, I'm a mom on top
I
of
love
everything.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
So, what's one unprofessional thing you did that ended up working out perfectly?
I cuss people out.
No,
Yes,
I do better. Do
people,
better.
because if you don't carry yourself the right way, it's like I can work with professional people. I can go to Brickle and carry myself in a very professional way, but you take me to the hood, I carry myself in a very hood way too. So it's not about how you carry yourself. People will respect you. So
Yes.
I'm very like, hi, how you doing? But I'm the boss. So there's no such a thing as let me talk to your manager. I'm the manager. So yeah,
Yes.
I have me a little crazy. I'm Hispanic. So
So
yeah, that's kind of
because
like my
you
thing.
don't, so because you don't flirt, you'll show a little hip, a little thigh. How do you handle men who try to mix business and pleasure?
They respect me. They don't mix nothing. They respect me, and then I let it be known because they like the few that tried it. I just keep it personal. Like, hey, like very professional. This is
Mhm.
business. If if I'm single and somebody want to get to know me in a different level, then they need to promote my business as is their
First of
own.
all, yes,
Okay.
it patronizing too. So yes,
Yes, yeah.
get it.
But no, I really hate mixing business and pleasure because it doesn't work. Let's be honest. If somebody's
Yeah,
gonna give you a big contract or somebody's gonna promote your services somehow, why lose that client? You know?
yeah,
I have never made it to that point like that I needed to accept that type of approach
yeah. Hmm.
because I know that people by now they kind of have a feeling of my personality. I love to let things be clear on my social media page. Guys don't even flirt with me on social media. Like my inbox is dry. I don't need nobody texting me, asking me about getting to
Oh
know
yeah,
me or
for
nothing like
sure.
that. Nothing.
Oh, I get emojis. I get hey beautiful. I get grand rising queen. I get all. Oh Lord.
No, no, no me. I let it be clear. But also because every now and then I post the screenshots. Kind of like to scare people away. Like don't play with me. I'll post you.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Because the thing is that you start wasting time. It's
yeah,
like if a man really want to approach you the right way, he moves different. So that to me is kind of like a waste of time. I'm very business oriented. And I have a feeling that people on social media already can see that. I'm very crazy. I
yeah.
like to have
Mhm.
fun, but then I'm also very like professional and I don't mix things around like that. I don't mix business and personal. It's two completely different things.
Okay. So, do you think your kids know how hard you hustle?
No, they're too small.
How old are they?
My son is 8 and my daughter is 3.
But your son might know.
Well, I feel like I like the fact that my son sees me working all the time. So that's going to teach him to be that way as well. Because,
Right.
like, let's say, I always say, my mother didn't have to tell me what to do. I ended up turning like my mother because I used to see her. A lot of people
Yes.
don't understand that we
Mhm.
mainly teach by being a good example.
Ooh,
So,
so your kids know because you are
yeah,
absolutely right. Like even now for me, I have structure in my life, and that's
hmm
not because oh my mom said you better have structure. You better have structure. No, I seen it. And we
yeah,
practice it. So you're absolutely right. I'm the product of my mom. So I thank
yes.
that. So yeah, you're right. So we're gonna get a little juicier here, right? And I
I
noticed
like
that you're
juicy.
look, you said you've been celibate a while and stuff like that. So is celibacy a real? Is it real, or is it just a break between situationships?
No, it's a break. It's a break. I also say that I'm going blind.
Yeah. So how do you stay sane while going through this right now? Like,
well, people are not like they used to be. I feel like now men, and I don't see nothing wrong with that because I feel like everybody needs to be catered. Like
yeah.
women, we need to be spoiled, but men need to be spoiled too. So
Correct.
I'm just getting out of an almost 10-year marriage, and things are not the way it used to be 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I feel like now women are like, okay, guys are wasting my time. You need to pay me. You want to see me, you need to cash out me. You want to see me with my nails on, you need to pay for it. And it's another way.
Yeah, like that. I mean, if you do it, thank you. But I never like blankly came out and said it, especially if we're just in the dating stage. Like,
Yeah, it's like, girl, if you can afford that on your own, then why are you on a date?
and I feel like certain necessities, it should automatically be like you shouldn't have to pay for my upkeep while we're dating. Now, if we're together and you like, babe, I want you to look good. Here's a couple dollars. Go get your hair and nails done. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. Like that's what I need.
But then the thing too is that's how, like I was telling a friend the other day, being in a relationship is about watering. You have to be watered by your man. Your man has to water you. It has to be something mutual. But then if you come and you're like, okay, I don't want to waste my time. Are you gonna cash at me? It's like, no. As a woman, you also have to bring to the table.
I'm not to say that. I think that's why we're hustlers too, because I can't even fix my mouth to say that.
I can't say it either. And then I feel bad. I feel like, okay, how can I learn?
But then I have friends that be like, girl, he pay my rent. And then I'm like, that.
Yeah. But you know what's the bad thing about women like us? Women like us, we tend to attract people that don't give because we always on control. So that's something that I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change to be more submissive. I'm trying to change to say yes. And then
Dora.
Yeah, but it's like it's a lot going on out there right now. It's a lot going on because men right now is like they don't buy flowers like they used to. But it's also because women rather be cash up than to have flowers. You know,
I love my flowers. I got flowers in my house right now. You go to my mama's house. My mom probably got 2 dozen right now. She got one here, one there. I posted this guy that's from New York. I forgot his name, but he really loves his family. It's like 5 or 6 kids. They about to have another one. He even shows how he put the flower by the front door, the flower in her bathroom, the flowers like in the kitchen. He showed that he ordered her a brand new set of makeup brushes and threw the old ones out and reorganized her cabinet and everything. And he's black and he used to be in the street.
Well, he got a brother.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, he owned that. So I'm like, yeah. And but what's crazy? That reminds me of my dad. Like my dad is the same way with my mom. So, I think it might still be some good ones. Look, I love fresh flowers. Like,
yeah. Like I always say, I'm a good woman. There has to be good people out there. I'm not an alien, It's like that's good. But then the bad thing that happens is that when we're good and we settle for whatever. We settle like for anything, then that's a mistake that happens because being lonely is not easy.
No, it's
especially when you work a lot. Like one thing about me is I love to be baby. I love the whole baby, how you doing? And I'm just like, you gotta be a boss all day. I want to be a boss when I come home. Yes. After you work so much and you take care of your kids, you want somebody to take care of you. But then there's like everything to an extent too, because if you want to be treated as a queen, you need to treat a man as a king too, and that's something that a lot of women fail at. Like I saw a doctor post the other day saying, I paid for this girl's nails. I gave her $200. I took her out. I asked her to cook. She didn't want to cook. as women,
Right.
we're supposed to like the kitchen. It's hard because we have to take care of the house, everything, but we have to be givers.
Just come to my house anytime. I love the kitchen. So
Yeah,
when did
me
you
too.
realize when did you realize that your marriage was over?
When my business crashed last year, my business crashed, and I was like, okay, I'm handling so much on my own. I want to go to Puerto Rico. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to go to Puerto Rico. And then I said, I want to go to Puerto Rico. And he said, no. And I was like, okay, I want to get out of the house. And he was like, okay. Like he just wasn't a planner because everything was always me. So that's when I realized, like, okay, what am I doing? And many times as women, we want to take care of our house so much. And then we want to protect that. Like, that's one thing. That's my biggest mistake. Like, I'm a caterer. So I like to cater to my kids. I like to cater to my husband. I like to cater to my house. So
when you was on my photo shoot, you still was catering to him.
You see, just because I'm like that, like it's like, and then not even just like that's my personality. With my friends, I'm like my friends. Like nobody messes with my friends. My clients, nobody messes with my client. If you're with me and you're my client, and somebody tries to rob you or something, I'm a jump. Like I'm gonna do something because I take it personal.
So during this process, are you healing or are you dating or both?
I'm the streets like me.
Yeah.
I'm living like for almost 10 years.
When they see that body, they be like, "Oh yeah," and then they hear the person, they hear the accent, and then they the personality. I know they go crazy.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I go out, nobody gets near me. Nobody gets near me at all. Like I don't know why. No, nobody gets near. Well, I'm also, I'm tall. I'm like 5'8.5". And
well, yeah, so
yeah, and I mind my business. That's the main thing. But when I go out, guys don't get near me at all. People think like I went to New Orleans in January and everybody was like, "Oh, you were with a man." No, I was by myself. I went with a group of friends and then I was doing me by myself. I was just driving, enjoying the city by myself. And people wouldn't believe me. Like some guys are like, "Oh no, I don't believe you that you were by yourself. You're probably with a guy." No, it was just me enjoying because I feel like as women, as mothers, it's so beautiful to disconnect.
Yes.
Like it's good to have that time with your friends.
Yes.
But to disconnect is everything, especially away from the kids. That day, I went to New Orleans with a group of friends, and we went out to have brunch. And then I said, "Okay, I'm tired. I'm going to the hotel." I slept for 3 hours. Then I got in the car, in my rental car. I went out all night. I was just walking and enjoying the city. And it was so refreshing. It was everything. It was a 24-hour trip. And it was so refreshing. We need that. Like, just to disconnect, even for a few hours. Yes, you need to live. And then when you have a partner, you have to enjoy it with your partner. My ex, he doesn't like traveling. So it was more like, okay, I want to go out of town. And he was like, oh. He wasn't into it. So now it's like I'm free. Come out.
Yes. So, do you believe in soft life? Like, do you think that you could date a man who makes less than you?
Less than me? Yes. But the thing is that being broke is not a money amount. Being rich is not a money amount either. A lot of people focus too much on the amount of money. It's a mind state. It's like, okay, if I'm making more money than you, can you like give me happiness? So that we can both be rich. Because you see all these celebrities that are in drugs and everything, they're not happy.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like they probably have a lot of money, but they have a broke mental health, a broken spirit. It's so much more than just money. And that's that's something that a lot of people don't see and they don't think. Like, money is just a number. Like, but at the same time, and now that I'm getting divorced, it's like I need a man that can know how to hustle too. So especially like us that we're hustlers.
I'm a hustler, so I need a hustler.
I need a hustler too. Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong. Okay, so let me put it like this too. You can be a hustler and have a 9 to 5.
Yeah, of course.
So being a hustler doesn't mean like, oh, he needs to have his own business.
No,
Like
you don't
it
have to
just,
have your business, but you gotta have a hustle. You gotta know, like, hey,
yeah,
we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna be without. We're not gonna like, no, we're gonna figure it out. Like that's hustling. Like, okay, this didn't work. What's next? That's hustle mode.
yes, that it's all about just providing, being a provider. And
Yeah.
then there's women providers, there's men providers. It's all about just finding your way of making things happen.
And what you're providing and what you're bringing to the table. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Okay,
it.
so because I know we're gonna be bringing this to a wrap soon, but when you were going through the pre-divorce, right? What advice were you giving yourself?
Um, I was thinking just about being a good woman,
Mm,
about no giving any type of um no hurt anybody mentally, like no hurt
mm,
myself mentally. Just take
mm.
responsibilities of how everybody moves. Like let's say with him, of course nobody's perfect. I always used to
Yeah,
say that I want him to always have a good state of mind because he's the father of my children. So if
yeah,
I'm mad, I'm just gonna suck it in. If I'm doing something wrong, I'm single now, so like don't think of me.
yeah, yeah,
But do you?
yeah,
Do you? So
yeah,
that like I never wanted to um blame anybody because I feel like sometimes when we get divorced, people play like a blaming game, like oh yeah because of you
yeah.
and this and this and this
It's
and
our
this.
fault. It's his fault. Yeah.
Yeah. So my way of doing things was like okay, so this didn't work out. We have children together. We live in the same house. Okay, roommate. Like that's it.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
it gets messy. It gets really messy. Like I can say that right now that I'm towards the end of my divorce. Like things are getting out of hand. But it's not
Okay.
really my side. And then it kind of concerns me too because I'm like, okay, I don't want to be bitter. That's the right word.
Yeah,
I don't I don't want to damage my good heart. And then I don't want
yeah,
to be like that was my way of healing. My way of healing was okay, life is about learning of your mistakes. How can you be a better person without attacking somebody? How can you be a better person just learning from the mistakes that you made? Because it's not about like, oh, you failed me, you failed me, you failed me. No, it's more like I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. And the biggest thing was that my business crashed. So
yeah.
um was more about having that one-on-one with God. Like, okay, I know this is what I did wrong, but I'm here with you. I know you have my back, and I'm just gonna be good because you're gonna bless me with better. So
Yeah.
that's the main thing about getting divorced. It's all about learning from your mistakes, not just being bitter and saying, "Oh, every man is the same." Every man is not the same. You're not the same to other women. So it's all about just knowing value. I think that everybody complains about social media because we're always scrolling on our phones, but it teaches us so much too. Like there's a lot of things that I have learned on social media about self-love and about um, appreciating myself. And it's all about just taking all the positive things out of life because we never
And that's what
lose.
I
Everything
do.
negative, yeah. And we
So
never lose.
who is Destiny now and who is she becoming?
Um, I'm just trying to become the best version of myself. I'm still a mom, so I feel like 28 days out of the month is just me as a mom and businesswoman, and then I'm trying to enjoy myself that 4 days that I don't have my kids, just because life is short, and I'm 37 years old.
For me, bro, I mean,
You
yeah,
see, so like when you really think about it, it's like time flew. Time went by really fast, and
yeah,
I don't want to just blink again and say, "Wow, I'm 47 now." Like I want to enjoy what I'm living right now, and just I'm just trying to be a better person. One thing about getting divorced as well is that I have learned to love myself more. I have learned to find myself again, because sometimes we're so involved into being a mother and being a wife that we forget about ourselves. So I'm truly like the happiest I have ever been, because I'm completing so many different levels of my life. Even though life is not easy for anybody, we all go through so much. So it's all about just learning to love yourself and to influence other people to love themselves as well.
Well, I'm proud of you, and thank you for joining me, and thank you for telling your truth, telling your story, and it's gonna get better. Trust me, it's going to get better. We'll have our little sidebar conversation, but I'm here for you, and I'm proud of you, and thank you for still showing up. So, cheers to you.
Thank you so much for having me, and
thank you.
I got Henny here because baby, that's my thing.
Well, wait right here. We're gonna go to our outro. 1 second.
We spilled the tea and popped the bottles, but we're just getting started. If you felt this convo, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode. Because trust me, it's about to get even hotter.